live listeners tuning in and people watching this later archived at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv or on YouTube or the Drudge Report, who is now linking to us on a weekly basis. For whoever is tuning into the live radio show or for whoever is dialing into a podcast, I really do hope that you will pay particular attention to today's transmission. We do have Deborah Cohen, features editor of the British Medical Journal, joining us for 30 minutes in the first half of the second hour today, because the information that is documented in the British Medical Journal, and it's a lengthy report, proves conclusively that governments, media, and academia and top health officials were paid off by the big vaccine makers to lie and create a mass hoax to scare the public into taking the H1N1 vaccine. So that is coming up today in the first 30 minutes of the second hour. Vital, vital information. Now, in the meantime, let me just mention the stacks of news here I have in front of me. BP chief Tony Hayward sold shares weeks before oil spill. His biggest sale ever. He sold over a third of his stock. Now, you dovetail that with Goldman Sachs dumping 44% and then subsequently even more. Now it's more than half. Or millions and millions of shares of their BP stock in the days before. Very, very suspicious. We'll be talking about that a little bit later in the transmission today. Also, Israeli forces board Gaza aid ship, the Rachel Corrie. She was an activist in Palestine run over by an Israeli bulldozer. So that's what the ship's named after. And they boarded that without any violence, reportedly. So I guess that's a good thing that nobody was hurt. But Israel is certainly having a PR disaster with this worldwide, so we'll get more into that. Obviously, we've had a big victory against the global government. If you went back just 5 years ago, you might have seen 5 or 6, 7, 8, maybe a dozen mainstream news articles worldwide every year when the Bilderberg Group would meet in secret. You go back past a decade ago, I've had the New York Times attack yours truly and say, Bilderberg doesn't exist. I am insane. There is no world government. Elites don't meet. The highest level of power is presidents and prime ministers. Go back to sleep. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along. These aren't the droids you're looking for. And now it's in the Wall Street Journal. It's in the New York Times. It's all over the Drudge Report. The Drudge Report's linking to our articles throughout the week when we pointed out that Bill Gates was in attendance. And we're just doing our job. It was in the German, the Dutch, and the Swiss, as well as the Spanish news, that Bill Gates was caught sneaking into the country, got caught by the media, and admitted he was there for the Global Government Summit, basically calling for population reduction. He was there calling for global carbon taxes and forced inoculations and things like that. But so I see it confirmed in foreign press that Bill Gates is there, and I say, I think people are going to be interested in the fact that he's scurrying around over there. So with the Queen of the Netherlands and the representatives of the British royalty and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, I am going to have one of my writers write an article about this. I am going to put a story out, and then it gets linked on Drudge and gets conservatively around 1 million readers. Now, you don't, you know the mainstream media isn't stupid. They know what the people want. They know the people want to know about these secretive groups. If you had 150 top golfers meeting in secret, there'd be 30 or 40 helicopters, fixed-wing aircraft, thousands of reporters. They'd want to know what was going on inside the hotel for 4 days. If you had 150 of the most powerful people in Hollywood meeting in secret, you'd have scores of helicopters and literally hundreds of reporters. But you get 150 presidents, prime ministers, central bank heads, royalty together. And we've broken in, we've stolen documents, we've ferreted it out, myself, Jim Tucker, and many others. And we come out and say, Obama is going to be the president. Hillary will step down in 2 days, and it happens. Or they're going to attack Iraq in 2003 in March, not in March of '02, as the media was saying they were. Because we literally risk our lives to bring you this type of information. I've been arrested and detained for 15 hours in Canada, and that's in the London Guardian. They arrested a bunch of people in Spain. You get followed around by men in dark sunglasses. They break into your hotel rooms. Some of the reporters, like Tucker, have been shot at. This isn't a game, ladies and gentlemen. Now, why am I going over all this? The good news is the electronic Berlin Wall is down. And we confirmed from the London Guardian's report, and they got thrown out, by the way. On the day the resort was closing, they were already there, and they eavesdropped and overheard the head of the Bilderberg Group. That is the head minion, the head organizers, and they had badges that said it. And I've been inside the start of a Bilderberg. They all do wear the badges, color-coded, blue, red, green, black. And they were talking about, my gosh, Alex Jones bullhorned us in Canada. It was horrifying. He was quite close. Yes, they may be here this year again. Did they attack? No, but, they're so scary. And then Tucker confirmed from his inside Bilderberg source, not a Bilderberg member, but a high-level minion, that indeed this is the first year in the 50-plus years they've been meeting since 1954, so I guess that's 56 years, that a large portion of Bilderberg Group top globalists did not come. They did not come. They are scared. And we saw this in 2008. Obama and Hillary pulled in. The media kept saying, where are they? They're in a secret meeting. No one knows. They locked up the press corps on Obama's plane and flew him to Chicago. Well, we knew where they were going to be. We were at the Bilderberg Group meeting. And so here comes Hillary and Obama with the black SUVs and limousines, and they got machine guns out the window pointed at us, and it's Secret Service with the flashing police lights, and they go in, and sure enough, I go talk at the hotel we were staying at a few miles away to Tucker, and he got the phone call, and he said, Obama's in. Hillary's going to step down in the next couple days. She's going to be a Secretary of State. And then it was announced. See, presidents come and go, folks. They're nothing but puppet minions of these people. And so you can throw all the Democrats out in the next election. The Republicans are going to sell you out. Then you'll throw them out. And then they'll put the Democrats back in. What the elite, what the global controllers are scared of is that you're realizing that these people are puppets and bought and paid for. And here is our huge breaking news up on prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com today. Both these stories are exclusives. Bilderberg Group green lights attack on Iran. This is some of the intel that Tucker got. They have green lighted the operation. That's actually horrible news. So there's a very good chance. This is the first time the majority of them, and they have a vote, are in favor of striking Iran. Now, things may change, but it looks like that's moving forward, and Israel's got nuke-capable subs off the coast saying they may nuke Iran at any time, and that could start World War III. That key article, Bilderberg's green light attack on Iran, is up on prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com. I suggest you read it. Here's another one. Alex Jones, Bilderberg is running scared. That's why they want to start a new war as a political diversion so they can implode Europe and the U.S. financially and bring in their new global carbon tax, their new global VAT tax, which they admit is a, quote, global government. This is the UN. This is Herman von Rompuy, the head of the EU. This is mainstream news. We're being conquered right now. But unless they have a war, they're not going to get away with it. And even if they launch a war as a political distraction, they won't get away with it. So that is up on prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com with an accompanying 10-minute special news analysis piece that just went up last night for those that want to get that key info and spread the word. All right. Now, we're hurting them bad, so now they're going to move in and try to censor us. That's coming up next. Stay with us.